Back, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Yellow. That's a line.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Now a man who really came on late last year, it's Damian Williams. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
Mahomes now to throw. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Tighten up, tighten up. Pull it together.
On first down, Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelce. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
All right, D. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
They'll hand it off now. Williams. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Right. He's tight right here. Tight on the right. Tight on the right. Everyone got 4 down.
On 2nd down, Williams. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. The UCLA product, Kenny Young, had the tackle.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He may try and run for this. And he slides to avoid the hit. Mahomes can sling it, but the feet are nimble too as he scrambles for a first down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
I on these two. 15.
Hey, no, switch the mic right here.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Travis Kelce, the all-pro tight end, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Mahomes going to throw. This is caught. Watkins. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 12 yards there and a first down.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, it has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength. Back.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now first and 10 at their own 22. Now a man who really stepped up last year. This is Matt Breida. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Matt Breida, 78 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Yellow. 180.
Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe. Play that tight deep. Don't let him breathe, defense. Check safety. Check safety.
Attacking attack.
Let's go.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Mahomes to throw. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 25 yards that time.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Yellow.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll bring up second down.
Check Mike 40. Check Mike 40. Watch this.
Hey, 57, 57.
Grace don't travel. Grace don't travel. Tighten up.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Yellow.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that'll bring up a second and goal.
At the 8-yard line.
Yellow.
Now Mahomes. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
6 plays got him down here. This is play number 7, 3rd and goal. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
Harrison Butker on for the field goal. A 25-yard attempt.
And Butker able to put this one through. Butker, what a pickup he's been for Kansas City the last 2 years. Remember, he was drafted by Carolina to be the eventual successor to Graham Gano. That didn't pan out. Casey got him as a free agent. He's been really good.
Yeah, Gano said, oh no, I'm keeping my job. But Butker found his home in Kansas City, a franchise record for points scored in his first 2 seasons.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
You want this? Shit.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off. Let's get off the field.
Throwing is Jackson. Buying time to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Jackson always a threat to run. He's got the 1st down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago.
1st down, Ravens.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
I'm coming for you. You mine.
On 1st down, here's Breida. It was Reggie Ragland who got him down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And now Jackson will look to throw it. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
You got to give some credit there, able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give him some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Jackson to throw. Going for the deep ball. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
A reminder, coming up later tonight, a lot of buzz about this game. The Browns, they've been doing some travel. Back-to-back primetime games for them. Monday night they were in New York. Now the Browns head to Los Angeles to take on the NFC champs, Browns and Rams, an 8:20 kickoff Eastern time, 5:20 in California. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
Game situation. Let's go.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Looking downfield for Kelsey. That's caught at the 25. And all of a sudden, they're knocking on the door inside Baltimore's 10. Mahomes finding his tight end Kelsey for a big one. 56 yards.
First down. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Yellow. I'm going, Eddie.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
They'll run. Hyde. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Rush in. Hey, 43, 15.
They'll try to run it in. It's Williams. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Damian Williams with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. The extra point up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
They're going to need some therapy after this.
Here's a handoff left side to Breida. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Check 43.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Flushed out right. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, Jackson. And he's got the rookie from Oklahoma, Marquise Brown. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Sam Cook now as he'll punt it away for the second time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Watch out for Hill on the return. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. And now here comes Kansas City. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Caught. Kelsey, left side. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 yards there. First down.
Check 26, check 26.
First down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Hey, 40's Mike, right? 15. Yo.
Mahomes now on first down. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Attack! Mike 40. Here we go.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
On third and long, it's Mahomes. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On fourth down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Intended for Marquise Brown. Incomplete. It's 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now a give running left is Breida. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Breida to get the 3rd quarter started. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 57 yards on the ground.
And the Ravens first down.
Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish, holding that to a minimal gain?
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now a give to Breida. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now it's Jackson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 16-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
Yellow. That's a long right.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D. Mike 40, check. He's
Carol, 15.
Bravo. Check.
Throwing now is Mahomes. He's got a man, complete. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 83 yards. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
You better be ready.
Now Jackson throwing again. Eluding the pressure right. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a 1st down. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
Jackson's throw on target to Willie Snead. And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that, and when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
It's 2nd and 8.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Mahomes now to throw. And he's got it. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Drew Sample His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point up and through. And the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A handoff to Breida to begin the drive. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits, and there's creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They run again with Breida. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. It's been a remarkable day at the office for him running the football. Those yards just continue to pile well past 100.
And how about more than double-digit carries in the second half alone? That's what you want as a runner because you've got to prove to your offensive line that you're going to be as tough as they are. They don't rotate in and out on every play. Running backs often do, so those who can stay out there with their offensive linemen, those are the guys they really value.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the Chiefs' 38-yard line.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Switch.
Now a handoff to Ingram. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
They can't hang with us. Shoot.
Now a give coming right is Breida. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one good for 13 and a Raven 1st down. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
Jackson on 1st down. Got his man there complete to Gallup. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field.
Here we go.
So let's see about the call.
Here we go.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. On the handoff, this is Breida. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. Over the middle here to Brown. Now Brown, he lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 22. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. A scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. We're back now in KC. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
I don't need to Pick it up, G.
On first down, Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended target, but it's going to be second down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
40's Mike. 40's Mike. Watch the run. Watch the run.
From the gun on third down, Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Now Brown. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll begin the drive with Breida. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Check.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Jackson. That's pulled in by the rookie from Notre Dame, Miles Boykin. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Miles Boykin. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Ravens get a bit closer. So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 20.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Check.
Hey, Sunday.
Now Mahomes. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. On second down now, it's Williams. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. Going deep here for Watt. And got his man complete. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. A big play there, Mahomes to Watkins. 43 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. He's got Watkins on the out route. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Hey, Ripley. Mike 40. You can't block Charlie. You can't block me. You can't block me. Mike 40.
Watch the run.
Hey, color.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Back around the 35-yard line. Matt Judon getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 7. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Finding Hardman here over the middle. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding goal.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 11. Jackson from the shotgun. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw is Jackson. Going to throw again. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way to the opposite 45. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 43 yards.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Here's Jackson to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Jackson now to throw again. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Emmanuel Ogbah able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. There's Jackson on 3rd and long. Over the middle, complete. That's Brown. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now it's Jackson. Forced out to his left. And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10. They start the drive with Hyde. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. The all-pro safety Eric Berry in on the stop.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
At the 47-yard line.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Again, it's Hyde. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. So this one in the win column for Kansas City, and it was Patrick Mahomes leading the way.
He doesn't seem to get ruffled no matter where he plays, does he? Home, on the road. If you put him in a neutral site, which he hopes one day would be the Super Bowl, he plays at a high level. We know about the big right arm, but I think it's the poise that I'm really, really admiring out of this youngster and watching him play. How about the first 3 games of his career in the NFL as a starter in 2018? He set a record for touchdown passes with 13.
Yeah, you think back to that entrance, and he has just kept it up. Amazing what he's been able to do. So for the Chiefs, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Detroit Lions.